Hey everybody, what's happening? Gonna give you a good one today. Gonna hang out for a minute. Let me see if anybody comes on. How's everybody doing? Haven't seen you in a little while. Today I'm in Amsterdam. It's beautiful here. So many canals and trees, and everybody is biking here. Everybody. It's kind of amazing. I was actually watching all the bikers the other day, and I was wondering and thinking about how, I wonder what the percentage of people on pharmaceuticals is here, because everybody's biking everywhere. And no doubt does that affect your health, mentally, physically, emotionally. Anyway, there's one person. Hello, one person. So if you're popping on here, say hi to me in the comments. Say what's up. If you're watching this in the replay, write replay in the comments so I know that you got to check it out. But if you're here now, say hello to me in the comments. And I'm going to give you a good message today. All right. Oh, Charlene, what's up? I can tell that you are watching. Hi. Thanks for saying hi. Lisa, what's happening, Lisa? How's it going? Thanks for saying hi. Hello, Susan. All right. Thanks, ladies, for saying hi. It's lovely to have interactions when I'm talking to the screen. All right. So since you gals are here, let me start teaching you. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. So when I first started my practice, I had a lot of trouble booking patients. I had a lot of trouble rebooking them, booking them for their first appointment. And, you know, I would wonder all these things like, can they not afford it? You know, why does it feel like I have to convince them to book an appointment? Why can't it just go smoothly? You know, why was it so awkward and uncomfortable when I was trying to rebook someone for their follow-up appointment? So I thought, you know, all these reasons, money being a big one. But that was not it. And when I figured out what it was something so much more simpler than any of those stories that I'd made up in my head. So what it turned out to be was my verbiage. So what I love about successful practice building is the tiny little nuances that can make the biggest difference. And your language and your communication is a big one. So what I would say when I was either trying to book a new person or rebook someone for their follow-up was, do you want to put something on the schedule? You know, or do you want to book an appointment? And that seems like a normal thing to say, right? You want to book someone an appointment, you're going to ask them if they want an appointment. So when you ask that, that actually subconsciously or consciously, but a lot of times it's just a subconscious trigger in the person you're talking to, has them actually think, well, do I want to book an appointment? Do I? You know, when you ask them a question, then their brain is going to question you back. So I would say, do you want to put something on the schedule? For instance, when I was rebooking someone, you know, we'd come out of the treatment room, I'd say, okay, do you want to put something on the schedule? And I'd see like a hesitancy, you know, and that's where I started to feel like, why do I have to feel like I'm convincing these people? So I would ask, do you? Their brain would think, do I? You know, and instead of just giving them a direct path to their appointment. So when I started to play around with my communication and study it more and read about it and learn about it, I learned about this whole question thing. And what I did was a tiny little shift. And instead, thanks for the thumbs up. Instead of checking out my hair, checking myself out, keep going, keep talking, teaching. So instead of asking the patient, Lisa, all of this, yeah. Instead of asking the patient if they wanted to book an appointment, I would say something like, there were two things that I would say. The first one would be, when do you want to come back? I'm glad you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I would say either that, like, okay, when is a good time for you to come back? So it wasn't like a if you would come back. Elad, what's up, man? I see you just joined. It wasn't a question. I wasn't asking them if you would come back. I would say, when do you want to? You know, just assuming that they're gonna come back. So these teeny little switches are almost like Jedi mind tricks. If you've ever seen Star Wars. It is the power of suggestion. So don't say, do you want to come back? Do you want to book an appointment? Thanks for the thumbs up. Say, when would you like to book an appointment? When would you like to come back? You know, and if it's a new patient, as you know, if you follow my stuff, it's all about 2 appointments in that first week or that second week for that new patient. So if it's in that case, you want to lead them even more. You know, and you want to say, when would you like to come back? You know, we're going to need to see you 2 days this week. So is there a time in another 2 or 3 days that, you know, when you can come back in? So you just want to lead them. So the second thing, though, that I said was even more direct. And I really like this one a lot. So instead of asking any question at all, yeah, okay, bye, Charlene. Thanks for stopping in. Instead of asking any question at all, you're gonna say, let's put you on the schedule, you know, or let's get you booked on the schedule. So you're using the word let's, you know, as, hey, this is a teamwork thing. Let's get you on the schedule. But it's just a statement. It's a period statement. Lindsay's saying, I usually say, I'd love to see you blank and state what day and day. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Lindsay. And Lindsay, how well does that work? You know, like that's a direct statement. It's a period. There's no question. And it's really nice. You know, it's not like you're forcing people, you know, you're saying, you have to come back on this date. You're just saying, hey, I'd love to see you this day, you know, or let's get you booked this day, or let's get you booked on the schedule. You know, let's get you booked on the schedule. When is a good day and time for you? You know, it's these tiny little shifts. Lindsay, it works for sure. Yeah, good job. Thanks for adding that. That's what I'm talking about. You know, tiny, tiny little nuances make the hugest difference. You know, like, listen, if I said to you, so do you want to schedule an appointment? Versus, let's schedule you an appointment. Totally different effect, you know, like what Lindsay says. What about if I say, you know, so do you want to put something on the schedule? Versus, I'd love to see you on Friday around 3. Totally different effect, right? Totally. So it's these little switches that you want to be aware of in your communication. Like I said in the beginning, Debbie, I agree. I usually ask what day next week works for you. Exactly. You know, that's pretty direct. Also, you know, you're not asking if it will work. You're saying when it will work. One of those tiny little things that make a huge difference. Awesome, Debbie. I love it. So, you know, in the beginning, when I was building my practice, I was making up all these reasons why booking patients and rebooking patients was so challenging and it wasn't working. And none of those reasons were right. Maybe a couple of them, but it really was my language that I hadn't developed yet. You know, and behind that language is the confidence that we also always work on, the mindset that we also always work on. And so if you're having trouble booking your patients, listen to how you're speaking to them and how you're asking them to book their follow-ups and how you're asking them to come in for appointments. You know, like I said, my favorite line is, let's get you on the schedule. You know, let's schedule you for next week. You know, a sentence, not a question. Wait, a question is a sentence, but a statement, not a question. Lisa, you're going to have to sign up. Oh no, your battery's about to die. Great little nuggets. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks for stopping by, Lisa. And thanks for commenting and talking. Go plug your computer in. Okay, so it's these little things that I really want you to remember. And I really want you to, if you are struggling, to realize that it might be something a lot simpler than you think. So pay attention to your language. What words are you using? Are you asking questions? Try not asking questions and make it a statement instead. And really lead the patient to their next appointment. You know, either offer the exact day, a time frame, you know, or say, let's just get you on the schedule. So that is my lesson for you today. And that is the one line that's going to get your patients to rebook so much more smoothly. It's not going to feel like you have to convince them. You're not going to feel pushy. You know, you're just being their doctor and you're guiding them to their next appointment according to that game plan that you made with them during their initial consult and interview with you when you gave them the treatment plan. You know, it's a whole package from the first appointment through their entire treatment plan. And that's why it's so important to give your patient the treatment plan script during the first initial appointment and then continue to just build off of that as you go along with them. You know, so if you give them that first initial treatment plan script, they're going to be expecting for you to guide them to the next appointment. You know, so when you get to checking them out, continue with that confidence and telling them what they're going to do next. You know, you don't have to ask them because you don't have to get permission because you've made a game plan together. So you're on the same team. So when you make these tiny little shifts in your language, use more statements than questions, huge difference. So try it out and let me know how it works for you. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Henry. What's up? I'll see you guys next time. Keep healing the world.